Today's episode is close to my heart because it completely transformed how I looked at my time, my productivity, and even my life. Like so many moms, I wore busy like a badge of honor for years. I believed that if I wasn't busy, I wasn't doing enough for my family, my career, or even myself. But then something shifted. I realized that being busy was not the same as being impactful. It was not helping my family thrive. It was not bringing me closer to my bigger goals. So, in fact, all the busyness was actually holding me back. So, in this episode, I am sharing how I went from filling my schedule with endless to do lists to managing my priorities with clarity and purpose. So, if you are ready to stop being busy and start making your time meaningful, then this episode is for you. Stay with me. I want to begin with something I used to tell myself often. I'm too busy. There is just too much to do, right? Every single day, I would write long, never ending to do lists. I would pack my ass with housework, meetings, helping my family, squeezing in time for work. And yet, at the end of the day, I would never feel satisfied. And I would tick off box after box. But I still felt unproductive. It was really frustrating and it left me exhausted, overwhelmed, and also I was stuck in a constant state of guilt. Then I understood. I was not managing my productivity. I was managing everything, but not my priorities. So I decided to take a hard look at my days and ask myself one simple question. Am I spending time on what truly matters? At first, the answer wasn't easy to face. My days were full, yes, but were they full of meaningful progress? Not really. I was attending to all the urgent things on my list and not the important ones. So I was busy. I was not impactful. So I discovered something about this cycle of busyness, urgency over importance. Like so many moms, I was also conditioned to feel that everything was equally urgent. Whether it was cleaning the kitchen, attending a meeting, or responding to messages, it all went on my list with the same weight. So no wonder I was burnt out. And the to-do list trap, all of us know my to-do list was not a roadmap for fulfillment. It was like a laundry list of tasks. Okay. And let's face it now, because see, if your list is filled with all have tos, then it is going to be like this. And my schedule was packed with everything for everyone else. And there was zero room for me, my goals, or even rest. So I realized during this journey that saying yes to everything often means you are saying no to what truly matters. Priority management over time management is more important. The biggest transformation came when I stopped trying to manage my time and instead started managing my priorities. So, time is not the real problem. All of us have 24 hours. The problem is how you choose to spend those hours and whether your choices align with the life you are trying to create. Here is how I shifted. I stopped writing chaotic 20-point to do lists. I started limiting myself to three priorities per day, just three. And I began asking myself before adding a task to my list, does this contribute to my bigger goals and happiness? Or am I doing this out of guilt or obligation? And is this the task that only I can do? This shift single handedly changed everything. Suddenly, I was not constantly stressed about how little time I had. I had things under my control. I was finally focusing on what mattered most. So, when you stop managing time and start managing priorities, your time energy transforms. By doing fewer but more meaningful tasks, you will feel less overwhelmed and more accomplished. You'll actually have the energy and focus to do things well instead of half heartedly juggling 10 things at once, right? So, I implemented a morning routine where I would set my top three priorities for the day. These priorities aligned with my goals, whether it was spending time with my son, moving towards career milestone, or maybe simply taking a moment for myself. So, that clarity alone saved me hours of wasted effort. So, are you running your schedule or is your schedule running you? Let me ask you this question. Okay. And this impacted my money energy also because when I started managing priorities instead of time, I realized how much energy and money I was wasting on things that did not really align with my bigger financial goals. So, all the unaligned decisions will add up and you will start overspending out of guilt. And not only that, you also go away from wealth building. So, when my priorities became clear, I stopped saying yes to distractions. Instead, I began seeing money as a tool to invest in what truly mattered, like personal growth, quality time with my family, and also creating long term abundance. So, this is the power of aligned decision making. And here is where this becomes even more powerful. Your children are watching how you spend your time. And when we constantly live in busyness, we teach our kids the same thing. They are not living with purpose then. But when we intentionally manage priorities, we show them a different way, one rooted in balance, meaning, and values. So, my son once asked me, Amma, how come you don't look so tired anymore? And that's when I noticed the changes. And he also felt happy that I am spending time with him. So, managing your priorities is not just about you, it is about modeling a life of intentionality for your family. Let me tell you three steps, okay? One, limit your daily tasks. Focus on not more than three priorities per day and let everything else wait. Second is ask the alignment question. Every priority should align with your goals and happiness. If it doesn't, rethink. Third one is schedule your non negotiables first. Whether it's a family dinner or a personal goal, whatever it is, your calendar should reflect your values, right? So, transforming your day starts with transforming your focus. So, thank you so much for joining in. Being busy does not mean you are being impactful. The most meaningful productivity comes from managing your priorities, not just your time. If this resonated with you, share your top three priorities for the day with me or tag me on social media. Let's start holding ourselves accountable to what truly matters. And don't forget to subscribe because next week we are diving into another interesting episode. Let me see you next week. Until then, take care. Bye bye.